Megsy, that's it. I'm paxing up my things and I'm getting on out of here. I just can't deal with you and that red-headed, pumpkin-head guy you married. I can't take it. First of all, he hurts my eyes. I get a migraine every time I look at him. Plus, he's real dumb. Real dumb. And you is no mammy. You ain't no mammy to them kids. I know you spent $5,000 on grandparenting lessons for me. But if you expect me to pay a dime of that back, you ain't gonna see a dime. I've given enough. Megsy, how much can you take from your mammy? I've tried my best to raise you the right way, to be a good little grifter, and you's one of the best. You's one of the best. I mean, you ain't got shit on Lone Sanchez. I'm gonna say that right now. H, get me up Newport. I'm gonna say that right now. You ain't got that shit on that Lone Sanchez. Boy, that girl, she could social climb like it's nobody's damn business. How come you didn't land that? How come you didn't see that opportunity, Megsy? That bald-headed, Dr. Evil-looking goofball, you could have had him wrapped around Joe's fingers. Think about it. Shit. I wouldn't be going back to my house in L.A. That's for damn sure. I'd be sitting in the Caribbean somewhere on my own island. Oh, yeah. Dorito, Cachito, Consuelos, Gonzales Island. That's got a nice ring to it, Megsy. But you all screwed it all up. You made some broke, burnt out, bird brain, dumb son of a bitch. Ain't got no money, ain't even got a job. You married some low-life living at home, sucking off his parents and his grandparents' money. Living on, Megsy, you married a grown-ass man lives in that home. Boy didn't even have his own place. He stayed in the gardener's garage, for crying out loud. Well, and now look at Trevor. Boy, you really ruined that, Megsy. You screwed all that shit up. Trevor married a heiress, Megsy. Shit, I'd have married that heiress. You should have married that heiress. The hell's were you thinking? You missed out on an heiress, and you missed out on Jeff Bezos. While you run around trying to get on Instagram with this, Muppet-looking cat you got. All I know about him is he's 6'1", he's dumb as a box of rocks. That's all I know. That's what I says. That's what you told me to say in that documentary. He's 6'1". I wouldn't know if he's 6'1" or 6'15". I don't care what time it is. Oh, man, I'm telling you, I'm getting irritated. I can't stand the way you raise them childrens. The way you raise them childrens. It's not good, Megsy. It's not good. You always asking them to get on the gram. Why don't girl, at some point in time, you're going to have to buy them a wardrobe. You can't spend all that money on yourselves. I don't know what you's doing. Kids can't run around in pajamas all damn day. Go to school in pajamas, come home in pajamas, go to church in pajamas. Matter of fact, when's the last time you've ever been to church, Megsy? Shit. Give me my Newport, H. This dumb son of a bitch. I bet he doesn't even know what a Newport is. He probably went and drove down to Newport Beach. Oh, boy, he is dumb. How you marry some dumb son of a bitch like that? Boy, I thought I had a good little grifter on my hands, and you all screwed this whole mess up. Messed up my whole financial future. I had a lot riding on you, Megsy. Oh, shit. Oh, you took me down there. I had to put on that act. Dealing with all those uppity folk. Eating all them fish and chips. Oh, my God. I had the runs for 3 weeks. Now looks at you. You a mess. As ever's in the toilet. Tastes like toilet water. You wrapped it in toilet paper. I mean, the whole thing's a mess. You show shit. But you still got all these operative people around you. So you gonna be fine. But I needs to live my life, Megsy. I need to live my lives. I can't listen to you pissing more. No more. No more, Megsy. It's over. I'm going back to my house. You can say what you want. You can make fun of it all you want. All I know is I got $9 million of your money, bitch. All right? That's right. Now, all of a sudden, yeah, that's right. Now it's yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, and no, sir. That's what you says right here, right now. Rachel. Rachel. That's your name. That's your birth name. I gave that name to you, Rachel. Make me sick. Don't go by your real name. Don't tell the truth. Don't do nothing for nobody except yourself. You's a damn fool. You can't keep tracks of your stories. Oh. Bitch, I told you stick with one story, and that's the only story. Nope, not Megsy. Gotta go do 15 different story versions about the same stupid subject about nothing. I can't believe this shit. Ah, shit. Well, listen, it's good. It's good while it's getting good, all right? I appreciate them $5,000 grandparenting lessons. I really do. Because I wasn't around much, Megsy. I had to fly. I was up in the air. Megsy. Shit, I was a stewardess. Oh, my God, we would party so hard, girl. Oh, my God. Every time I landed, I had another man. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Folks, I am here to talk. How you doing, by the way? Everybody good? You all right? You having a good day? Is everything going all right? Leave a heart in the comments if you're doing good. You're having a good day. Listen, folks, I want to get to this real quick. All right, after that. Holy shit. I want to get to this real quick. I want to get to this dumbass story here that's got the operative, Meghan Markle, written all over it. And here's what kind of irks me about it a little bit is, here's the deal. And I think I know the people that listen to this show. I know that you guys get it. But the rest of these people don't get it. Every time, think about this. Every time there's no news with Meghan, right? Or they want to throw a red herring out, which in her case, I could see that. Because think about this. The last thing that she had to post was that 4th of July thing, which is basically two lonely, 50-year-olds getting day drunk. I mean, that's not really a great 4th of July. Two lonely 50-year-old yachts getting day drunk together. Taking an hour to make a cocktail doesn't sound like a great day. No offense. And then, she's got the whole thing. I mean, none of it made any sense. There's no family. There's no H. There's no little people. There's no nothing. So clearly she's trying to get away from that disaster. And then, so there's no news. So guess what happens? All of a sudden, it's magic. It's magic, folks. All of a sudden, there's a story that pops up about one of her family members. Could be any of them, but one of them will pop up. Now, I'm not saying anything disparaging, but I'm just saying it just seems to be very coincidental. Okay? Now, here's the other reality. If anybody that looked at this article, and by the way, this is an unverified source, number one. Number two, if you just had some critical thinking and read this article, you'd go, oh, this sounds like some bullshit that Meghan created to keep her name in the news. Okay? Because this is what she does. When she doesn't have something going on, all of a sudden there's her family. And by the way, this also paints the narrative that she's a victim. She's now getting abandoned. Like, even if you read it, exclusive, the brutal reason Meghan Markle has now been abandoned by her mom. Now she's abandoned by her mom. Prince H, all he talks about is his mom. Now Megsy wants to jump on this train. Okay? Even in the Jane Pauley interview, it had to somehow be about Meghan when it was about helping other family. Do you see what I'm saying? So now, here's the other kicker. After the Duchess begged, don't leave me. Okay? So, let's get down here. And this is by Matthew Acton, who be acting like a journalist. I don't know where he got the story. It'd be nice if he said who it was from, but it's just an insider. So let's just read this first little thing, and then you'll realize that this is all bullshit. Allegedly, Meghan Markle howled, "Don't leave me," as her mother, Doria, moved out of her and her henpecked husband, Prince Harry's Montecito mansion. Now, this looks good for henpecked husband. Okay, so that makes Meghan in the power position. But Meghan howled, "Don't leave me." Okay, now let's just do the math. Hypothetically, wherever they live, let's say they're in Montecito or wherever, I'm assuming they don't have neighbors on top of them or that close to their home. Okay? Also, they definitely have security, which, whatever the hell it is a team of 4 to 6 or 8 or 10 or 12 or whatever the hell it is. And then they have some staff members. So who is seeing this? Who's reporting this? Is it her own high-paid staff that's signed NDAs? Is it her own high-paid long-term security people now who've also signed NDAs that are making easy money because nothing really goes on with them? I mean, you just have to be there. I mean, if you want to talk about a pretty cush security gig here, if you're guarding somebody over in, in the Middle East, that's a high risk security gig. These two dopes, you got no worries. You're probably kicking back eating potato chips. You know what I mean? This is a chill job. What, do they want to go out to sushi one night? Who gives a shit? Think about this. Doria has been with Meghan since, the wedding, the big wedding. She's on the Netflix documentary. Meghan paid for $5,000 grandparenting lessons. Why you would need those, nobody knows. Now, she's also but she spent a lot of time at the house. She does own a residency in Los Angeles somewhere. So she admitted, because there was a lot going on in 2024, which I'm assuming is Meghan finally got off her ass, her lazy ass, and started doing shit like her As Ever Netflix show or With Love Meghan and her brand and all her bullshit. She probably needed some extra help. Because she even credits her wonderful nanny on the Douche Chills, Jamie Kern Lima Body Chills podcast. Okay? So this was never a permanent move. Her mom Doria didn't sell her home and then move all her shit into their guest house. She maintained her residence, which means it was a part-time thing to begin with. And she did it to avoid the 3-hour drive, which it is depending upon what time of day that you would go. You know what I mean? If it's after 9:30 in the morning and before 1 p.m., it's probably a little quicker. Anytime after that, it's a gamble. So now, the departure, after the Diva Duchess Markle used her mom used her mom, right? Like, she's not living well, okay? Inside, like, who's paying all her shit since the wedding happened? Her yoga classes? She's 68 years old. She's teaching yoga. Okay? She made so much money with her jewelry class or whatever the hell she was doing. Right? If you look at her Wikipedia, it is the, plethora of jobs. Like, you name it. Jewelry maker, you name it. Is that paying a big retirement income? Is that she got a big, huge, fat 401k stacked up off of that? Doubt it. Okay? Remember, she started a business, a healthcare business that just had an email and also a address in Los Angeles, for an elderly care thing that just had an email address, and it's for somebody that has taken care of elderly relatives and helped them. That's bullshit. Nobody's emailing in elderly healthcare. That's fast phone calls, okay? Yoga teacher, so she's still teaching yoga. By the way, nobody has any photos of her teaching yoga. Odd that somebody wouldn't be like, oh, that's Meghan Markle's mom. Let's take a photo of her teaching yoga. 0 photos on that, okay? She moved in 2024 to help the difficult patch set by professional setbacks and personal challenges. Is that her or her mom? Is that Meghan or her? Nobody knows, right? But then she built her own. Now, Meghan is deeply upset, and she even pleaded, don't leave me, as she walked out the door with her suitcases. Okay. Who saw that? Who's reporting that? The reality is nobody. Nobody did that, folks. So the only insider is either Meghan or this is a bullshit story. Let me know your thoughts, okay? And I mean, the other thing that pisses me off, it's like, I'm kind of getting to the point where it's like, I know that there's obviously shenanigans going on here. These two are protected. There's a lot more information that is going to come out. There's a lot more stuff that I have to tell you guys, to disclose to you guys. But this is the one thing that's kind of weird. It's like, who's all in on this? Do you know what I mean? Why are certain people pushing these? Like, somebody didn't critically read this and just say, oh, this sounds like a bunch of bullshit. This is an unverified source, number one. This is Radar Online. I don't know if this is the most legitimate. I don't know if anything's legitimate anymore, to be honest with you. I feel like everything is just pump out as much bullshit and nonsense as possible. And that's the goal. Like, nobody sat and read this and was like, yeah, that's pretty hard to believe. Who would have done this? One of her supposed friends? And she howled, don't leave me? While she had her sit. So somebody's sitting there watching this whole shindig go down. That's what you want to believe. And then went and went and told Radar Online. Because Radar Online's paying the big bucks. You know what I mean? If you were going to sell a story, Radar Online would be the people to go to. Seems like a bullshit story. That's what I think. Anyways, let me know your thoughts. Hope you guys are all doing great. Who loves you, baby?
Who loves you, baby? You're beautiful.